Picture this. You get an email saying that you have been accepted and you will receive your media badge from an event that you've been waiting to go to. This media badge is going to allow you pretty much all access. You'll get to talk to all the people and you get to enjoy an experience that you normally would have had to kick out anywhere from $50 to maybe a couple of $100 to go. And that's exactly what happened to me. So if you don't know, I run the Houston Nerd Nexus in Houston. It is my local newsletter that I have been showing you how to, use Beehive and stuff, because that's what the newsletter is actually being hosted on. And this week, I got my first media badge approval. Now, if you are doing local newsletters, sometimes there are events that are happening around your area or your city that maybe you've always wanted to go to or you've gone to in the past. And you know what it is, you got to pay for the tickets and parking and everything else. And you got to pay for the swag if you want swag and the things. And you know how expensive those things can get. So for the first time, I applied for a media badge to an event that's happening, in a few weeks. And I was approved. So I got my free ticket. I'm getting free swag. And I got a discount code for all of my subscribers. If they want to go, they can get a weekend pass and money off that weekend pass, which includes them getting free merch themselves. And so I'm super excited because I get to write about this stuff. I get to promote something that I would go to anyway. And it's happening all around the birthday. So it all works great. So I'm really super excited. This is the first time I've gotten a media badge for a publication that I actually own. So I wanted to share this with you because I'm happy, and I want you guys to, tell me that you applied for a media badge because you started a local newsletter too. And it doesn't have to be a big event. Maybe your local newsletter is about real estate. Okay, well, if your newsletter is about real estate, maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a gala happening in your city or town. And the tickets might be $200 or $300. Those things can kind of be expensive. Or your Chamber of Commerce has events, and those events, when you're not a member, could be like $70 to $100 or more. Why don't you reach out to them and say, hey, I have this newsletter and I would love to write about your event and promote it to the people on my newsletter. Do you have a media badge? Oftentimes, because guess what? These are smaller businesses, and conventions. They don't think so much that, if you don't have proper credentials, if you don't show us that you got a degree from here in journalism, a lot of them are not, that heavy about that kind of stuff. And they will say, yes, here's a ticket, write about us, write. They might require you, hey, can you write 2 times about us? Now, in my case, I have a few weeks or a few newsletter issues to write about them, which is easy because it's an event I would have went to anyway. This time I'm just getting, some extra content and some free stuff. A free ticket is money saved in my pocket, which is good enough for me. Plus, I get to help my subscribers who love events like this. Like, my subscribers love tabletop gaming. So anything around that is this golden. I'm going to help my subscribers save some money and hopefully have a really good time, go out, play games, meet some new people, and get free games. So that means a lot to me. Now, for you, if you're about to start your newsletter, your local newsletter, you may not start one as niche as mine. Mine is very, very niche. You might start one that's a bit more broad. Maybe you do one that's about real estate, or it's about a certain neighborhood in the city or town that you live in. It could be just a general community events newsletter, or it's a more journalistic type of newsletter. The choice is really yours. It's more about how you're going to monetize that newsletter. And guess what? You don't have to be just a regular person in town. You could be a business owner and start a newsletter. Having a newsletter as a business owner could be a great thing. Like if I were to open a brick and mortar store, let's say in Houston, right? And I wanted to make sure that I had people in my store, I would definitely utilize my newsletter to drive people to my store, right? I would talk about my store, show things, and, I would use that as the prime marketing vehicle outside of doing, the Instagram and Facebook and everything else to drive people into my store. That's what I would do. But it doesn't have to be like a fun store. It could be, a shoe store. It could be whatever. Or maybe it's a service business. Maybe you sell real estate, or maybe you, sell accounting services. Doesn't really matter, right? you can sell your own services in your own newsletter. And it's really not that hard. And maybe if you guys are interested, I'll do some more videos, talking about that. But I'm just so excited that I got my first media badge. I applied for another media badge. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but we'll see. If I don't get it, fine. I got one. I'm super excited. I'm already prepping for the work there. And I can't wait to share that event with you, because I am going to share that event that where this local newsletter has gotten me. Because if it wasn't for the fact that I started this local newsletter, I would not have been able to apply and get accepted as part of media for this event. So let me know what you think. Have you started your local newsletter? Have you ever gotten a media badge for your own newsletter? Let me know here in the comments. And once again, I use Beehive for my local newsletter. It includes the website as well as sending out emails. So it'll auto post for me. It'll send out emails. And they also have some really cool goodies I've shown in a previous video that might be linked here, there, and there. All the ways that you can monetize your newsletter using Beehive. And if you would like to give Beehive a shot for free, just go in the description and click on that link. That is my affiliate link. You get to use it for free. And once the trial's over, if you decide to stay there and you decide to upgrade, then I would get a few pennies. If you decide to stay there but not upgrade, then you can use their newsletter for free. I don't get anything, but I did help you with something, and that's what it all means to me. Anyway, until next time, see you guys later.